Alright lads, and welcome back to another episode of my Rangers career mode on FIFA 18, and this is episode 27, and we're going to get through to the January transfer window this episode. And as you can see, Osblaze gets back from injury, and we're going to this game to sim it against Kilmarnock at home, and we go 1-0 up with Watson, and then we win 3-0. Watson got a second goal and Alexic scored, so it's a good comfortable result there, and I really doubted that we would not win, if that makes sense. So I was really confident that we were going to win, in other words. So we're going to go into this final Champions League game, group stage, against Anderlecht at home. We beat them 2-0 away from home, so hoping for a win here, and if we win we definitely top the group. So Alexic with a nice nutmeg, or nice dummy there, goes by his man, but the shot is blocked from him, and from the corner Watson then swings it in. Fabio Cardoso is there with a header, but it's straight at the keeper, and it's a simple save. So now Anderlecht on the attack, Chip Q on the attack, swings it into Hanny, he hits it, but it's a good save by Wes Fodringham, and it gets cleared. Ryan Jack now on the ball to Rossiter out to Rico Henry has time down the left side, gives it up to Science, who's up there for some reason. Nice back heel by him to Lewis Malt, he smashes it, but it comes off the post, and Anderlecht's going to clear that. Into the second half now, Lewis Malt on the ball, he gives it to Ryan Jack then gives it back into Lewis Malt. He kind of gets tackled, but comes back to Ryan Jack gives it to Rossiter then gives it to Watson has time to shoot, but the keeper makes a decent save there, and Anderlecht clear it. So on the attack now, Rico Henry got it off of Wes Fodringham. Rico Henry then gives it out to the far side where James Tavernier is making a run. Tav then plays it through to Edwards, great run that is, and great ball. Edwards cuts inside of his man, has a shot, but the shot was kind of straight at the keeper, and it was a decent save from him in the end. But Anderlecht with a short corner gets swept in, and it's treble with a header, but it hits off the bar and it comes to Henry. He gives it into Cardoso, we got away with that one. But Rossiter now in the attack, going for one last attack in the 90th minute. As Rossiter has it, he gives it in the middle to Silva. Silva does a fake shot inside, goes by Trebel as well. He's then get Donica on him, he goes by him, and now he just kind of gets crowded out a bit. I should have given it to Edwards there. Edward gets on the ball now, and he gives it back to Silva. Silva then holds on to it, looking for a pass, gets a bit lucky as it comes to Jack, comes to Edwards now, and now into Morelos. Morelos tries to turn his man, but he gets tackled, and that's going to be full time. So we draw 0-0, but it doesn't really matter because we top the group with 11 points. I mean, it's not the most dominant in a Champions League group stage, but we top the group because Atletico and and Schalke drew. So Group B, Man City and Monaco I think now went through, Juventus and Liverpool in Group C, Dortmund and Besiktas, Real Madrid going out to the Europa League, Roma and Arsenal going through in Group E, Group F, Sevilla and Gladbach, Man U finishing last in that group, and Celtic going through to the Europa League. What is going on? Barca and Paris going through in that group, in Group H. I think that was Spurs and Bayern Munich, I might be wrong, but we go into this game, simming it against Dundee. Tav goes 1-0 up in the 5th minute and we ended up winning 2-1. Walters actually came back and equalised for Dundee, but it was Silva to get the winner 12 minutes from time, and there's a few contracts that we need to go through and try and renew because they're on 7 months left of their contract. So we go in for Osblaze, we give him a important squad role, 2 years on his contract, disregard release clause, and he wants 51k, so I put that down to 35. I think that's fair, still 7.5 grand more than what he was getting, but he doesn't want it, and they walk out. So on to James Tavernier now, and 3 years we're going to give him important squad role, disregard release clause, and then we're going to offer him, I think 30 grand we'll offer him, yeah, and we'll submit that, see what he says. He wants 28.5 and a few bonuses, so we're happy to do that. And then on to Wes Fodringham, 22.5 grand is what he was on, so we're going to offer him crucial and 2 years, disregard release clause, and then offer him 25 grand and see what he says. He wants 26 grand and a few bonuses, so that's all good. So we save a few players there, and this is the team going into the next game, which is against Ross County. It's just the standard team really, and so we're away to Ross County, away strip we're going to wear, and I think this is the first game Morelos has started since coming back from injury. But it is Watson on the ball now, gives it up to Ryan Jack, then he's got options on his left, gives it to Morelos, who has it on his left. Morelos then goes into the box, cuts inside, gives it back post to Silva, he headers it, but it's a great save by the keeper. Silva should have scored there, but it was a good save. McLean now on the ball, fake shot, and then it kind of goes by Naismith, but he does it again, goes by two men with the one fake shot, he then shoots, and it goes into the bottom corner. So great work by Kenny McLean there. He got by two men with a fake shot and then a few quick touches of the ball, and that's us 1-0 up away to Ross County. And Ross County were actually playing well. We weren't playing too well, so it was, I mean, they weren't. It's not as if they were creating loads of chances, but it was a relatively even game. And as you can see, good finish by Kenny McLean there. Ross County now in the ball. Draper gives up to Curran. Curran now has got time to turn. Gives it to Mackay. Mackay to Curran. Curran to Dow. Dow then goes by Tav and then has a shot, but that's a simple save for West Fordingham. Silva now on the ball, gives it up to James Tavernier. Tav then on the right wing, cuts inside and crosses it in. It comes to McLean, gets deflected. He has a shot, but that one goes, it just narrowly misses the top corner. Now the keeper puts it up from a goal kick. As Eckhard, who gives it to Draper. Draper up to Mackay. Mackay to Dow. Dow then gives it up to Curran. Curran turns with the ball and gives it to Mackay. Mackay goes onto his right foot, has a shot, and he probably should have hit the target there, but it wasn't too far off the top corner. And Ross County are looking likely to score here, as Mackay on the ball gives it to, I don't know who that was, but we get the ball back to Dalcio. He loses it, and Dow now on the ball has time to turn. He's got Mackay on his left side. He has a shot, but West Fordingham makes a really good save, and once again Mackay should have scored there, but Edwards now on the ball, gives it to Dalcio. Dalcio with time down the left hand side, tries to cut inside, but then he gets crowded out and they get the ball back, and that's going to be full time. So we win 1-0. That is 3 wins out of 3 in the league so far in this episode, so that's not so bad. And that's the final gameplay of this episode, but we've still got a few bits of work to do with this youth academy. We've got a few decent players. We've got Angus McCutcheon, who looks like a good goalkeeper, and we're not going to get him right now. We're going to go for Ben Anderson, centre forward. He looks like a good player, 68 overall, so hopefully he can actually make an impact on the team. But we're going to sim this game away to St Johnstone, and we'll skip this one. As you can see, bottom left, Celtic actually lost 2-0, but we win 2-1, and Alderete, just coming back from injury, he gets a goal on his return, and great work. Apparently we sold just under £15 million worth of shirt sales, so we're going to go in for a few players on loan, because I'm not looking to stay here for actually that much longer. So we're going to go for Mayoral, and he's 99k wage, so we're going to counter it and try and go 50-50 with Real Madrid, so that's only what, 49.5k, which we can probably afford. But Zidane agrees with that, and we're going to go in for Matthias Pereira now. He's with Juventus, and we'll approach to loan him, and we're not really going to approach to buy MD, because I mean, there's not really anyone that I want to sign so badly. I mean, I want to experiment with these loan players and see, like, I mean, Pereira, he's 5-star skiller, so I want to try and get him and have a bit of fun with him before we actually, at the end of this season, most likely leave Rangers, because the SPL can get a bit stale. But we're going to go for a loan length of 2 years, and we're going to go for a wage split of 50-50, hoping that Juve can accept it, and they do accept it. And in that said, 27,500 each, that's not so bad. But next episode we're going to try and get through January, so I'll see you all next time. Bye.